Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Council of Reads here at the comic shop in Liverpool. I'm Dylan, here with Jason.
G'day.
Nitin.
What's up?
Fami.
Hey.
And Dave.
Yeah, we bussin'.
While we bussin'.
Apparently bussin' is like word for like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's catching the bus.
I learnt it yesterday.
Yeah, I think it's falling out of favour now anyway.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
why we're using it.
Works.
Yeah.
Okay.
as soon as Dave says it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you didn't bust it today and it cost you $10.
Yeah.
Ain't
That
busting.
did cost me $10. God damn.
$4.
Alright, our featured comics this week. Night Terrors, First Blood.
Yes.
And Night Terrors Batman, issue
Yes.
1.
Cobra Batman's.
Got a trailer for a Suicide Squad anime, Suicide Squad Isekai.
Not weird enough.
It's very, yeah. First few episodes of My Adventures with Superman came out. I watched that, and it was cool, and I'll tell you guys about it. Episode 3, Secret Invasion.
It's becoming less of a secret.
Yeah,
Because she just leaves goddamn dead people around.
dead aliens around. And my film flashback for this week, Life.
They're fair.
You fair?
They're fair.
Le Fait.
Missing umlauts, but okay.
Live.
Okay, let's get into the comics this week.
Yes. Night Terrors. First, Night Terrors is a big DC 2-month event. It's going to sort of replace most of the DC ongoing titles for 2 months with Night Terror books. Like, example, Night Terrors Batman, issue 1 and 2. But First Blood kicks off the event, and then there is its own main miniseries. But First Blood is the prelude, kicks everything off. Anybody read that?
Nope.
No.
Fuck you. So what's his name? Dr. Dementia or something?
Something like that.
Demento? I can't remember now.
There's some
Destiny?
copyright laws if that's the
Destiny?
case.
Whatever. They find him dead sort of thing in the Justice League Court of Justice or whatever. Even though it's closed now because they've retired and Titans run and stuff. And it was cool. And then Deadman's on the case. The whole event's going to be heavily Batman and Deadman sort of stars. And I like Deadman. He's just cool.
Yeah.
They never do enough with him because he is hard to do stuff with. So he jumps into Batman. Eventually, Batman sort of kicks him out and is not happy that Bastion had jumped into him. But so it sort of sets up the stuff. And then, Boston, whatever. Yeah, and there's a new villain who's running the whole thing, Insomnia. Excuse me. And I think the deal is basically he's looking for the Dream Stone or the something like that.
Oh, it's the...
Nightmare Stone?
Yeah,
or
something like
some
that,
shit
yeah.
like that. And it's been hidden in the mind of one of the heroes. So he's going to make him dream out, freak out till he finds it or whatever.
This is the worst Howard Porter I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The last page was alright.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he's been on a down one for a while. And he did get his hands real messed up a few years back. That's when he went to that sort of painted look. The digital painted look. And then... It's nothing compared to his old J.L.A. Morrison stuff. But also that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, 100%.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very rough. Some pages look alright because they should be rough. And some pages you're like, ooh.
All the nightmare stuff
Yeah.
is cool.
Yes.
But the faces are just...
Yeah.
The faces are the
fractured.
big problem.
Yeah. Could do with a nice ink job. Everyone loves a good ink job. Conversely, the Batman is...
so what's the go? Is he writing everything? Because I just saw Williamson's name on this one as well.
Generally, most of the books, like, alright, say, this week was also Joker Night Terrors.
Right.
That was written by the guy that writes the Joker.
Okay.
Most. But obviously, I'd say Batman being Chip Zdarsky, it's either a chance for Chip to get a
I
rest,
thought that
or
might be-
Chip's like, I don't care.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like Ram V
most.
with Carnage. I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
So this
And Marvel and Venom. Yeah,
this
I know what you're
one is Bruce's Nightmare, where he's just a kid. And he'd practiced,
saying. I'll look at this one.
obviously because of Scarecrow and all that sort of stuff. He would like submerge himself in the water for 24 hours and blah, blah, blah. So in his Nightmare, he's just a kid and it's all the parent stuff. And the alley, and it was a bit more trippy with the pearls coming after him and stuff like that. But so it was better because it was more cool and weird stuff. But yeah, not bad. Much better art, but also ugly, as it sort of should be.
Mm-hmm.
That's March, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
The bat with the gun head on the cover looks a little dumb, but besides that, the book looks pretty cool.
Yeah, there's way more cooler imagery in it.
Yeah.
And like I would expect some of these there'll be a couple really good ones, I feel, and then there'll be some real duds, and then obviously just regular stuff. But so far promising. There was about 4 or 5 different Night Terrors this week, but I only got around to reading those 2.
How much March been doing interiors for?
Huh?
Oh, he's done stuff in the past.
Yeah.
I remember New 52. I think he did Catwoman.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's done shit here and there.
For sure.
Yeah.
Next up, from Dark Horse, Snyder and Tulalotai, Barnstormers. Alright, so this is like 1920s, like, travelling pilot stunt show sort of thing. Go to a different town, just lands, starts charging people for
This is every book.
for rides. Snyder at like Clear and Night of the Ghoul, where it's obviously 2 issues from their digital first.
Oh, right.
Printed. So yeah, it took forever to read. It was alright. Because you're like, okay, cool. You know, he's a hustler sort of guy and whatever. And he lands in a town. The scam is, he gets told by a dude, you got to get one of the what do you call it, girls? Telephone operator girls. Get them on side, and they tell the town ahead that you're coming to. They sort of, you're spooking, you know? You give them some cash, so you give the chick $1.50. It's like there'll be people waiting for you. He flies into town. Look how many people there. There's heaps of them. And he lands, and dude's going off. He's nutter. He's just dropped in on a wedding. So he gets the shit kicked out of him and locked up. And then the bride breaks him out and's like, let's go. I want to run away. And yeah, that's cool. But as you reading it, all of a sudden, there's like a robot like chasing him. A demonic robot thing.
Okay.
You're like, what's going on there? When I read it further along in the second issue, he's not really Flying Man, whatever his name is. He's an escaped mental patient. So I don't know if the robot is his delusion.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know, or maybe there's a real... I don't know, but that went from, this is fine, playing to, I'm intrigued now. Like, is it him just freaking out, or is there...
Interesting.
A 1920s robot man after him? Demonic robot. So, yeah,
It's very pin-up style. Like
Yeah.
watercolor.
Well, you know, trying to be a bit more, not of the time, but what people think of the time, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the only issue. I thought the art was a bit flat for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Especially since Night of the Ghoul and Clear. Like, those 2 books were just... Phew.
Yeah.
And the covers, Lote's covers are awesome.
Yeah.
You know? It's just the interiors are not as polished.
Yes. Yeah, because it's got a roughness.
Yeah.
It's clearly intentional, but yeah, it's a bit off-putting at times. But it was not bad. Not bad. Next up, issue 1, Captain Marvel Dark Tempest. This was alright.
I missed this one.
It was alright. Carol's off in Maine at like a sailor's bar, and she saves the day there. But not in a too bitchy of a way. And then she's off doing space stuff, and yeah, it's alright. It's not a lot to say without getting into some weird stuff. There's like space black holes that she gets sucked into at the end, maybe.
Space black holes?
Yes. Well, not in space. It comes and gets her in like a classroom.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So space black holes. But not in space, do it?
So
that's
black
alright.
holes.
I wanted to punch the kids at this. She's doing like it's at-risk kids, and they're just way too...
That's a variant.
But what? Yes, way too kids, and the world's burning. Why should I bother? Everyone's out to get me. It's just an excuse to be a bitch.
It's a bit cloudy.
Very
What's next?
Next.
Give us the whole title, please.
Nah,
No, do it.
Better say featuring Hawkman.
The unbelievable, unfortunately mostly unreadable and nearly unpublishable Untold Tales of I Hate Fairyland. Issue 1.
Yay. So, this one's made up of 2 anthology tales.
I forgot to buy this.
First one's basically her beating up a barbarian buffed up, and then the second one's like a 3 little pigs.
Free Little
We've,
Pigs, John Carpenter,
Yeah, it's...
Captain Planet thing.
But then, like, it's like... What is it? What's the title of that, Jace? If you go back to...
The second one?
Yeah.
Don't trust the pig, or PIG, in Apartment 23.
See, that immediately made me think of Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 23.
Well,
I think that was the point. Yeah, that's
But
the
then it's
intention.
nothing really related, like...
Maybe it's just a nice title.
It's apartments. Yeah. I think this is local guy.
Oh, is it?
Localman?
Yeah. Aussie guy.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Simpson guy. Dean Renke? Pretty sure he's local.
Oh, cool.
I mean, local, not localman.
No, not local man.
Stories are okay. I'm
Aussie
not sure if
version,
it'll work
local
in an
guy.
anthology format. It's quick, it's fine, but... Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
like...
it's interesting.
But it is
choice.
that anthology style. So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're into that, you'll probably like it.
I do like seeing different artists do
Yeah.
Fairyland. Because even, like the current series, different artists, but looks a lot like Scotty Young stuff. So.
It's as close to on model as it can get, I think, for Scotty stuff.
Exactly.
Right?
So yeah, that I do really like the art on that second one.
Because the first one is very that as well, right?
Yeah.
It looks like Fairyland.
Yeah.
The second one is very Adventure Time. I don't know if you
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think more Adventure Time.
Adventure Time,
yeah.
kind of Rick and Morty-ish.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Make a comment if you watch it.
I watched 5 seconds of it and I stopped because it was shit.
Well, don't make a comment on it then.
I watched a couple episodes and it's still shit.
You're both wrong.
Weird work!
Don't like fun.
Yep.
Who read this?
I did.
End?
You didn't read it?
Nah, I don't read this.
No.
I forgot to take it.
Okay. It's a detective story
Yeah.
where, when a detective sort of gets called in so his ex-partner has got murdered.
Oh, yeah.
And there's other stuff involved, like, politician rose up with probably maybe help from the mob, but he didn't pay back his part, so it was a hit on him. That's the basic story. With the weirdest freaking cast of characters in the world.
Wow.
Aliens and mutants and what have you. It's very, it's a cartoony sort of art, very pop arty sort of art,
Yeah.
very vibrant
Yep.
colors and stuff, but fuck, it's a weird book. A lot of just weird. It's just weird. Like, weird fits the title of this book. But the story is sort of
Weird.
weird. The story is basic.
Yeah,
Yeah. Detectives trying to solve a murder starring 3 people who are sort of
Weird.
unconnected.
Yep.
Just
So you think they just start with the simple plot, and it's like, what if this was this, and then just
Interesting.
went
I don't
from
know.
there.
I like the look of it a lot.
Looks weird.
yeah. I was. What did you say? Going through my
There's the
head.
title.
It's weirding me out.
Yeah, I have to take it home.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, talking to weird. Fummy, Pink Elephant.
Yes, it continues. The avalanche of small books
Pliskin.
full of amazing... Yeah, the art in this is
The back
very...
has goddamn numbers on it. this
Yeah, they heard
Good.
our
Good.
rants. No,
Yeah,
they
it's
didn't.
just our rants.
No, they didn't. The art in this is really good. It's really cool, vibrant style, very different to what we've seen in the
Yeah.
past. But the story, a few old tropes, which works fine. Old woman singing about a serial killer, owns a general store service station in the middle of nowhere. The teens come for a trip to a holiday house and stop for gas, and one of them steals a little tin that's got the pink elephant. It happens in the store. The lady just goes nuts, but you don't actually know that's what sent her off. And then at the end of it, they get to the house and realise the tin's got some
Paper goods.
some paper goods in there, and they take those paper goods, and the pink elephant murderer killer comes a knocking in some of the craziest change of art at the end of it too, which was awesome. So yeah, really intrigued on where this ride's going to go. So if you want to get your hands on some copies, ask the boys in store, because I think I may have got one of the only ones. Yes. So yeah, I'm really keen where this goes. That's it.
That looks great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Because it's the colour compared to their previous stuff. Like it just was. Yeah, it's just more
And
vibrant.
the pulp style art too, I think, really similar to the it's not as weird as the last one, but yeah, very good.
Interesting. Alrighty, next up we got the Thor Annual. Did you look at the main part of this?
Briefly.
Did you see MODOK or
Yes.
Mythos?
Yes, I did.
I did.
I wondered why he looked a little Captain American-ish.
He's eating the Bifrost.
That's like some, I've seen, it looks like Calabac. Does that look like Calabac?
100% looks like Calabac.
Straight up fucking Calabac.
It's goddamn Lenzig and thingy. I'm like,
Yeah.
they got a mad MODOK fetish, eh? They just did him.
So what's Mythos stand for?
That I don't think they tell you.
Oh, what?
Pricks.
I
Rip
was
off.
reading this at like 1 o'clock in the morning and fell asleep last night.
Boo, I'm
Um,
not seeing a definition.
Yeah, I double checked Spawn and I couldn't find it. But it was cool, like, Mythos has taken over and, like, wiped everybody's mind, and brain, and memories or something. And, like, Thor goes and finds Peter Parker. And, like, Pete's just a dude helping people. And, like, Thor's like, I know you. You know, so you're Peter Parker. You know my name, but he's like, yeah, you're Sif could see you. You're one of her favourites. Yeah, it's just a one and done adventure. Wrapped up straight away. Like, seemed like such a big thing that you like. MODOK is eating the Bifrost, snapped the Bifrost. Sort of got a Thanos vibe going on,
Bye.
and it's just in one issue. It's just weird.
I have a question.
Yes.
To tie things up, sorry.
At the end of the main story in this annual,
Yes.
Sif has bandages over her eyes.
Yes.
And then literally on the next page, she's
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Well,
So
the eyes are fixed. She got the bandage to heal.
Oh, it's not like she's missing her
No,
eyes or
no,
anything?
no.
Okay, alright. Okay.
Well, I don't think that's the biggest change that we need to worry about.
No.
It's my favourite. Okay, so the next part.
I couldn't believe it.
Next part is a prelude to Immortal Thor, which I cannot wait for because he's back in the classic costume.
How?
Oh, he just rocks up in his fancy duds.
So we've got let's say 90% of this issue is this main annual
Yep.
story. Last 5 pages, he just rocks up
Yep.
in his classic suit with no explanation. He just rocks up.
Yeah, and admittedly, that Sif sort of calls it out a little, like, oh, what's going on there? He doesn't answer, really. He's like, I'm king, I wear what I want, bitch. and then it gets better. In this whole, from the Donny Cates run, Mjolnir has been, like, sort of fractured, put back together. And it's, like, all broken and glowy,
Yeah.
and, you know, Odin was in it inside, but that got fixed at the end of
Last
issue,
issue,
right?
yeah.
Like, the end of the run. But after he's got his duds all back to normal, he just like, oh, I got the Odin power now too. Like, I'm just gonna call Super Lightning and I fixed my hammer now.
And then it's
back
just
to normal.
And it's just back to when it's done.
There's like issue 1 next week. It's so good, I love it. Because they at least gave you some attempt at it.
But it was so just
Yep.
hand wavy.
Yep.
Just
Fix it.
yeah.
So comic books.
Yeah.
The art in the first story is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really cool.
I quite like the first story. I like Kelly and Lindsay. Like, I'm a big fan of their stuff. But it just felt like it's too much for just an annual single issue story. Like, this could have been a mini-series. Or, like, I'm like, did they screw them? Were they going to be the next arc on Thor?
Oh, and they got screwed over again.
Twice? Well, speaking of,
This would have been their arc.
maybe. There's some cool stuff in there because it's all narration pretty much and just very blah, 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 blah. I fell asleep reading it.
Like the last issue of Doom.
I was reading it last night, that's it. I'm gonna put it down. Wake up. Oh, it's fucking dark in here. Somebody just turned the lights off on me. Left me there. Had to get up and finish it in the morning. Alright, next up. Cap 750. The last of the Sam stuff, but second last of the Steve stuff, basically.
Yeah. I only read the Steve stuff.
The Sam stuff was alright. It was just flashback, basically, to him getting the shield from Misty, and is he going to take the Cap job or not take the Cap job? I'm like, but he's just quitting. He's not going to get the Cap job. I was confused. And then the next one was so good. It's so frustrating. And, yeah.
It's a funeral for Destroyer, and Redacted gets a new code name. He gets called Nomad.
Yes.
By Steve.
Yes.
Like, where's that gonna go?
Yes.
Nowhere.
Yeah, I guess so. And Sharon's like the Destroyer now.
Yeah. And
where's that gonna go?
Peggy hooks up with the radio company.
Yeah.
And you get so much.
What happened with Bucky?
They made up.
Yeah.
Cool. Man bun gone.
And then I think, because after this is Captain America finale, which is the final of that stuff,
Yeah.
I guess they're going to take out the Inner Circle
In one issue. This secret
Wow,
society that
that's
they've been
sad,
building
That's
up.
sad.
It was like, 13 issues or something of building up, and then crossover, and then this, and then now it's all just being brought to an end.
Yeah.
Because...
And I understand, like, whatever, but, man, I think there was some good stuff building, and this could have been a great run that they've just yanked the carpet under its feet.
I'm so annoyed.
Because how good was the funeral and all that?
It was awesome.
Yeah. Because it was my favourite book those first 6 months.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the crossover, for multiple reasons, fell down the peg or two. One, because clearly everything was getting wrapped up because they got the tap. And crossovers just do that.
Crossovers are killing books at the moment.
Yeah. They did just generally always
Seriously.
do. But, this gave me that hope. Not hope, but you're like, oh, this is what I loved about this book.
Yeah.
It's going.
I'm hoping,
One more.
I'm hoping Canero goes somewhere good.
Yeah.
She's way too good to waste on a nothing book.
It's like that South Park episode when Stan wants to invest money. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
So Dan Jurgens pages.
Dan Young's pages were great. There's like 3 or 4 backups after that as well. His pages were good. You didn't read that?
I'm going to go back and read it.
It was fine. But yeah, it looked good at least. Yeah, it's just a bit bittersweet. And one more of that to go, I guess. Because I don't know where she's going to go. Where they're going to go.
Yeah.
Marvel doesn't have a lot of openings at present. Like, Thor's just launching. Obviously, she's launching.
Yeah.
Daredevil have announced. Iron Man's only a couple in.
Iron Man just started,
Avengers only in. FF. I don't know where they're going. I still hold up hope we'll get like an Invaders or whatever. But
Me too, but...
after this, I got less hope. Because it feels like next week we're fixing it all. Yeah. So, anyway, next up, Clobberin Time, issue 5. Steve Skrull doing his craziness. It was very good.
It was very good.
Right.
Bit at the end where things getting the rocks ripped down. You've seen all the blood tendons. And, yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I saw something.
It was insane.
I loved how Cyberpunk in the beginning is just reading his manifesto, the whole thing, all 220, 100 pages of it.
And like they make the joke about how long is this going to take.
5 hours later.
Yeah.
It's great. Because they're at the beginning of the Big Bang where Galactus is being born right before the Big Bang happens, and he wants to steal all the Big Bang energy and remake the universe how he wants to. And he's got a 220,000 page manifesto.
Of course he does.
But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I love that he disassembles Doom's armor, and Doom has censored over his face every single time you see him without his mask.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. It's so good.
Because it's so messed up.
This whole mini was just
fun.
Just comics.
Yeah.
Wacky. Mm-hmm. Because even at the end, like, they win the day and Ben goes home, he needs to get fixed, and the Watcher bloke just bumming.
Overstays. It's been a month since.
Yeah, Sue's trying to get Ben to kick him out. Just silly shit. It was very
fun mini, yeah.
With phenomenal art.
Phenomenal
Phenomenal art.
Yeah.
Speaking
And
of
the other end of the
art,
spectrum.
This was some of his better stuff because it's
But also,
colourful.
what
Yeah.
could it been though? Like you've got a
I
crazy
did-
intergalactic wedding, and you.
I didn't hate his art in this issue.
Yeah, same. Same.
I didn't hate it. I just looked
But
at
yeah,
the scenes.
you
I'm like,
get
what
more.
could have been?
Yeah. Because it's so colourful. That's where he's
Let
works
Ramos
okay.
do a issue on this one.
Like the writing in this book is great.
Oh.
Yes, Doctor Strange 5, people. Sorry.
Sorry. Before we
Like
start.
the dialogue and just the story and stuff is fantastic.
Yeah.
Every issue's been great. Art, not so much, but in this issue, it wasn't bad.
Especially the dialogue in this issue, the stuff between like just the little one-liners around the death and the killers of Strange, and then the pointing at Clea of being the murderer and all that. It's just excellent writing. McKay's on fire.
Love Dormammu as the officiant.
Oh, how good was he? Stole the show.
He really
Absolutely
did.
stole the
Yeah,
show.
really did.
Just hating on everybody. But I guess clearly Clea's not the murderer.
No.
Right?
No. Well, they
Well,
sort of gave it away.
yes.
Yeah, it's who it is.
But,
and I like so at the end there, that's the War of the Undying, or was it the
Seven Spheres?
Seven Spheres? When's that from? Was that how long ago was that?
I think it might be just new stuff.
It's just new stuff. It's stuff he's made up as opposed to something that did happen in the past. And
Yeah, because I'm
That's a
like, I don't
big-
know who
yeah,
this one is.
I think
I'm like,
so.
okay, if it's all new, that's cool.
yeah, cool.
what I assumed.
Because I was intrigued because it was like a version of himself that got split off, and that's what that is, and that's a link back. That would have been freaking cool. But if it's something new, it's still cool.
That's the vibe
Because
I
the
get.
character looks excellent.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's spun off from something old, that would have been even better.
Love that he couldn't tie his bow tie, so he just wore the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah.
Her saying her fussing about your
Your vanity.
vanity
Yes.
is so good.
Yeah, it's great. I'd love their dynamic between
Yeah.
Strange and Clea. It's fantastic.
Oh, and the way what's his name? Tiboro speaks to Strange, and then Strange comes back to him. He said, "This is what I said to Doctor Doom, and I fear Doctor Doom. I don't fear."
Yeah, that was great.
Oh, it's so damn good. And just the mother talking about how lucky you are to marry for love and not because of war
It's-
pacts
yeah,
and
political
marriage and all that shit. Is really deep shit for a freaking magic wedding book. It's fucking excellent. Jed McKay.
Yeah, fantastic. Dylan, Steelworks #2.
Anybody else read this?
No.
How was this?
Okay. No,
I
this is
liked the
interesting.
first issue.
Yeah, it was good. It's a little bit wordy, like the first issue. Not as wordy. We get a new villain showing up. I think his name's Silver Mist. Silver Mist. Set him up a little bit in the first issue. His powers are very interesting. So basically, he can phase through objects when he's running.
Okay.
So if he stops,
Can't?
He stuck?
he's dead. If he stops in the middle of a solid object, he's dead. So it's not like you can turn it off or on. He has to be running at his kind of top speed. So I thought that was kind of interesting, different.
All right.
Would suck to have, but
Interesting.
yeah, very interesting. Okay, so in the first issue, Steel and
Can you run through people?
yeah,
And they explode like in the boys, or he runs through
he just
phases?
goes.
He phases through them?
He phases
Okay,
through
cool,
them.
cool, sorry.
He phases through
Okay,
them.
just need-
Yeah, it's like vision, but
Yeah, so there's this one
controlled.
part
Yeah.
where the guy that did it to him, he tries to slap him, and because he's moving fast, it just goes through. Yeah, it was cool.
Because the new villain's a little unwilling.
Because who's moving
right?
Yeah,
fast? The
yeah.
guy
Which
slapping
makes-
the hand is because the hand's moving fast.
Yeah,
and
because
goes
his
through.
hand is
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
he can't really be punched, and that's the case.
They go really slow. Punch.
He could probably
What's
be
the point of
here.
a slow
It's
punch?
He was doing the slapping.
Yes.
It's not like someone else slapped him. Yeah.
My bad. That's what
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because that would have been cool.
Yes.
If someone at force, then he
Yeah.
phases. That might be something cool.
So, yeah, Steel and Steel, Natasha. In the first issue, we're talking about how no superheroes, right? So, she went and told the Superman family. So in the middle of this issue, they're having kind of a big argument.
So
about
they
that.
can all fly the Superman family. They're just riding on their backs because they're the
that-
kids.
yeah.
I'm just checking.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
They're two from those two are from Warworld.
Okay.
They're
Because
not
they're all flying at
Kryptonians.
the end here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Piggyback.
Piggyback rides.
Cool.
It ended kind of abruptly, but I guess...
But very interestingly.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I like the main artist that was on the first issue. There's 2 artists in this issue.
Because I flicked through, I'm like, what's going on here already? This different?
Yeah. And it's pretty solid. Pretty damn solid.
Good stuff. Alrighty, Extreme Venomverse, issue 4 from us.
Jesus, we could have split these 2 up.
Nah, we gotta finish on that.
Tell me about the magical girl Venom, okay? I need to know.
I didn't read this.
There's not much to read. The first, if you want to call a story, I'm guessing is Peach Momoko, and there's just...
This is the most interesting I've seen out of an art for her for a while.
The art's like if there was some sort of remnants of a story as opposed to the Venom symbiote is pollution and black anyway, then the second story is Preacher.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, Preacher Brock. Just a very deviant preacher. There's sin eaters in this universe as well. He gets a little bit of the symbiote onto the kid to get him caught, so Preacher Venom. Yeah, I don't know. And then this last one,
Sailor Moon Venom.
pretty much. She talks to her hair clip, and there's a Peter Parker that's cute that has a band-aid at the end because he got bit by what she said could be a vampire. It's really shame because the art for that Peach Momoko one was pretty cool, and the story of itself, like I get what it was, but it just, I don't know. It did nothing for me.
Alrighty.
I really like her. It's got the manga styling, but it's very, very detailed, like Western style as well. It's great.
I think she's very talented. Sometimes with some of the variants, I feel that they're knocked out in 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They look like con sketches.
And sometimes a bit, geez, I've seen this cover already. But she's very talented.
Yeah, when she does interiors.
Her style is so unique. I do see what
Spider-Man
really
variant she's doing in the new previews where it's got all the eyes.
Oh,
over
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Creepy.
That story there, I actually wished was a little bit longer and had some context. I understand what they're trying to do with a wordless story, telling the story of the Venoms eating the flowers and eating the... But give us a bit more like this. Anyway.
Well,
Here we go.
Venom 22.
For all you youngins out there that love Flexo, the super...
Bender's evil twin?
Yes. No. Flexo... Silver?
Golden Age.
Golden Age.
Golden Age from 1940.
World War II machine adaptoid kind of creature.
Like a rubber man or something?
Yeah.
He's like a
No.
rubber robot.
Symbiote, bro. Clintar.
Yeah,
So-
I couldn't believe they did that.
This is issue 22 of Venom. It is not Carfu. It is not pretty. It's not great. So it's continued. I don't have a lot to say about this. It seems like Dylan's putting together a team to kill Eddie.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
And Dr. Doom's in this Venom book as well.
I still can't believe they did that to a character that's so old.
Yeah.
Just retcon.
With no benefit.
Yeah. Like, just no respect for that character. It's Flexo, though. But, yeah, still.
It's so weird.
Who would have thought just 2 issues ago you'd be like, where's Brian Hitch, please?
No, Carfu's fine. I've got no problems with Carfu, but this is just really ugly. And look, there is one part of this book which is funny because Dylan's going around the city and doesn't want to and sees Flexo just pop out of the top of a building. And he's like, I don't want to go down there. The cop's going to shoot at me. He's like, I got an idea. And being a teenage kid, his idea was to make his Venom suit look like an Iron Man suit and talk about it's the Mark 125 futurist suit because I'm Tony Stark, I'm a futurist. And they're like...
Mark 123 organic metal armor. It's the future.
And then he uses a shield thing, but then he goes to do the repulsor, but he doesn't have anything to shoot. So he just kind of like water cannons the symbiote out of the repulsor over Flex. It's, yeah, man. That's it.
But, while we're on them, the best Venom book this week is there's 3 Venom books this week.
Oh,
Marvel,
yeah.
come on, fix your scheduling up there. But we're all sold out because it's the best one. Lethal Protector 5.
Yes, it was.
Finished
Excellent.
finale of that, was it? Yes.
Yeah, it was the finale of that. That last issue ended with Doom being venomized and seeing the potential of the symbiote being immortal. And he's like, oh, you were just gonna help your mom. He's like, yeah. That was before I realised how much opportunity there was with your suit, champion.
Yeah.
So, and it worked out really well. Cool looking Venomized Doom, doing the shape shifting with the, what's it called? The see-through like chameleon look was really cool. But also, what it was doing to Doom's psyche was cool too, because he was just killing innocents and just going crazy.
He
wasn't it was really cool. And he says that it may do this and hurt you down the track. But it kind of felt like you just said, I can understand Venomverse. That's weekly, isn't it? Or has been close to?
Yeah, I think at least twice a month.
It almost feels like they needed to bring Lethal Protector in to finish the retcon of why Doom is so into the Venom storyline for the last page of this.
I don't think they care enough.
Okay.
Thor just went... Fix that one, please.
No, okay.
I don't think they care
shut
enough
up.
at all.
Shut up.
I would like that to be the idea.
Let's just pretend it is.
My favourite in Lethal Protector was the trying to give it the throwback vibe of drones. They're the new technology.
And they'll help us all.
Yes.
Save lives.
It's like, what? Alright. But it was good,
Yeah.
Dylan, you read anything else?
Not really. I read Hulk #1.
Yeah.
Yep, what'd you think?
That was fucking really cool.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Yeah. Dave?
No, nothing new.
Lieutenant?
Issue 3 of the Peacemaker kills.
Yeah, I read that.
Charizard. That was great.
Yeah.
The book is...
Because that's the funny one, isn't it? That's like the Cena one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other one's the hardcore one. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that was great.
And this one was maybe more serious?
It was...
And they had a lot more,
Yeah,
actually.
it was like 30% serious as opposed to 10% serious. He's moping in a bar because he's got no friends because he got, what do you call it? Backstabbed by Monsieur Marla.
Yes.
And then, what do you call it? The construction team come in. It's
Yeah.
You kill the dude. He had like 30 days from retirement or something. We had to fill out all these paperwork now and all that.
Oh.
No. It was like 60 days without an incident or something. That's what it was.
Even before they rock up, he goes straight in the pub, straight in the ladies' toilets, and like, there's 3 drunks drinking there. Oi! No supervillains allowed in here. I'm not a supervillain, I'm a hero. You just went to the ladies, that's not right. And he comes out, and he's just got pads and tampons everywhere to...
Stop bleeding. And it's because his reasoning was it's like a freaking NASCAR bar in the middle of nowhere. It's like, no, there is no ladies coming into this bar.
It's like Moe's Tavern because that's his office because it's the ladies' room. Let's go.
Oh,
So good.
It's a very good book.
Yeah. But then you had some sad with flashbacks of the old man and stuff. And
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, the book's fantastic.
It's fantastic. That's all I read.
Thumbs?
Phantom Road.
Yeah, how's
You read
that?
that? Yeah,
Nah.
I know that's getting weirder and weirder. The story's continuing on. They're trying to get but in the last issue, she smashed the thing that's in the back of the truck, and it's created all of them to come towards. But the gas station that they all happened at is called like Big Bear. At the start and the end of this issue, there is a real Big Bear. So it's like the mascot in this other world is alive, looking exactly like he looks, with a hatchet, killing the things as well. Like, what the fuck is going on in this book? But I'm really enjoying it. And the last Blue Book too. That was really good. Yeah, finished off the story with Betty and Barney Hill and went further, which was quite interesting with Betty talking about like different star groups and things like that, and this woman finding this star system that connected to, and then Carl Sagan saying it was all bullshit. So yeah, it was really interesting. That was really cool. That's going to be if you like your UFO stuff and were ever interested in that Betty and Barney Hill alien abduction story and all the way it went down, it's a really cool recollection of the story. So the trade will be really good. The other book I don't need to speak about. Fucking was good though. Book of the week, but anyway. That's it.
Oh, now I'm intrigued.
Don't worry, it's all good.
The book that I asked about the other stuff in.
Ah, gotcha. I read FF. It was good.
Yeah.
It was the end of the wooden monster.
Oh, yeah.
The memory thing.
Yeah.
So I was into that. It was very Alicia heavy. She's sort of the one that wins, sort of her, and she. Yeah, it was cool. It was good. It's been a good series. Without being fantastic.
Also, one more thing. The from last week, the Daniel Warren Johnson Darth Vader story. Yeah. Fuck, that was good.
Haven't read that yet.
Ah, so good. Just Darth Vader being a badass.
Alrighty.
should be.
That does it.
Yeah,
Comics?
I think so.
Okay. We've got a trailer for Suicide Squad Isekai.
So
Is that a movie or is that
So, for those who don't know what an isekai is, it's basically the protagonist.
Yeah, the protagonist. It's a manga genre.
How did that go from a statement to a question so quickly?
And you looked at me.
No,
doesn't really
The
read
authority
manga
comes
at all.
down saying what it is, and then the sentence finishes with.
Just that word, because like
Yeah, no, I got you. Dave.
antagonist, protagonist.
Yeah, no,
Profiling me,
like-
Dave.
Anyway,
Definitely.
they get transported into another world. Usually, they get killed and then wake up in the
Magical
magical realm
fantasy
or-
realm.
Yeah.
Usually the titles of these mangas are super long and ridiculous.
Yes.
Right.
Like the day I reincarnated as a skeleton man or something like
Well,
that.
Yeah,
the one I
reincarnated
saw one
as a
recently is
slime.
I got reincarnated as an aristocrat and I will use my appraisal skills to rise in the world. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because, salaryman in Japan dies and he wakes up in magical world as a baby and you can sort of see people's video game stats. And he appraises them and, he's good at this, so he'll help my, father rise in political. Whatever. That's what sort of that genre is. So this
I don't
is...
really understand, but
We've lost funny.
There was pig people.
Yeah, so it looks like Harley Quinn and Joker get transported into a magical fantasy realm. It's basically what I got from the trailer. Looks pretty cool. I'll watch it.
Let us know where it goes.
yeah, I don't think I'll put that one on my list.
Dylan,
Yes, Dave?
what did you watch?
I watched first 2 episodes of My Adventures with Superman. Both episodes came out this week. The big premiere for the show.
What's it streaming on?
Nothing here.
Okay.
You can watch the first episode on AdultSwim.com.
Okay. That's disappointing that it's not streaming out here.
Yeah. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I like the first episode more than the second. It is very anime inspired.
Downhill.
I'm going to ask some more Castle questions. What's it streaming on in America? Is there still the DC platform in America?
No.
It's on
that used
HBO. It's on Max.
Max, okay.
The day after the premiere. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, that's decent.
Yeah, that's Gournay. Yeah, I remember.
So
that was
yeah,
years
like
ago.
very, very anime. The fight's very anime. He has a Sailor Moon transformation sequence.
Yeah, I've heard that might be the most hard for people to get past. Not anime fans.
Yeah. Like the first time he gets the suit, it's like full on Sailor Moon kind of comes on. I'm like, okay, this is and just the overall
Have you
vibe.
guys seen the clip of that?
No.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
The overall vibe of the show is very Sailor Moon as well. Sailor Moon, main character, she's a klutz and she's, kind of dorky and awkward.
I see.
So he's kind of like that.
Yeah.
The first time he meets Lois, they kind of just walk into a convenience store. Like, he opens the door for her and like, oh, okay, that's nice. They walk in. And he tries to talk to her. He's like, hey, what's going on? And then the owner of the grocery store comes out. Like, oh, hi, Clark. Here's those 30 donuts you ordered. Also, here's that bib that we made for you because when you eat donuts, you get the crumbs everywhere. So this is like in front of Lois. And he's like, okay, thank you. I'll never see you ever again. Bye. So it's great. It fits Clark and it fits Superman.
And the anime vibe.
And the anime vibe, absolutely. Steph said it to me when we were watching. He's very Peter Parker in this. Like, he's accidentally breaking door handles and he's accidentally breaking his alarm clock. Like, he's still learning to control his powers.
Yeah.
Because when the show starts, he isn't Superman yet. He hasn't kind of done that yet. So yeah, Lois is awesome. Love Lois. Jimmy's really cool. He's like full into conspiracies and he's like, there's aliens out there. There's intelligent talking gorillas that they're hiding in France.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really cool. Jimmy's awesome. And the second episode, in the first episode, we get a very different take on Livewire. She's like a badass, like criminal mercenary kind of character. Very different. She's usually like a punk DJ kind of chick. And in the second episode, we get an even more drastic reimagining of an iconic DC character. I'm going to show you guys a picture.
Oh, ooh.
And I would like to know who
Actually,
you guys think this is.
Deathstroke.
What's your guess? Make sure this is still recording.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, I don't know. Nothing stands out.
Probably Dave's
On, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think anything because of the white hair and the colour scheme to a point.
Dylan
So-
Smokes.
And
so-
Waller in the background there.
So
I'm guessing.
I was watching this, and then I saw his fringe is covering the eye.
Oh no.
He's got white hair. He's got orange on him.
Yep.
That's Slade Wilson.
You're right.
It's pre-Deathstroke.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
right.
you're right.
Yeah.
Something's wrong now because I was right.
You'll be wrong about something else later,
I'll put a
David,
picture
don't
up for you guys watching
yeah.
the video. For you guys just listening, he's a very pretty anime boy. I saw a comment on the internet the other day, and it was perfect. He looks like a Pokemon villain.
100%.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Show them the other one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And during the intro that they released, there was like a big kind of cool shot of all the villains that are going to show up on the show, and at the time, obviously, we didn't know Slade was in it, and I saw him like, is that Deathstroke? He looks really different, but I'll show you guys what he looks like there. So if he ends up looking like that, I think I can kind of get over it.
Okay.
It's very different,
He won't-
very
It's like a
that.
Evangelion.
yeah,
kinda.
Evangelion with the
Yeah,
shoulders.
yeah. So in that regard, it's kind of like
We get no Lex then?
no Lex yet.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, he's
It
not
was
Superman yet.
he becomes Superman in the second episode.
Second episode. Yeah, so just.
Yeah, I watched an interview with the producers, and they were told
No
hold
Lex.
off on
I like
Lex.
it. I like it.
Yeah, it was
Good.
Cool. Yeah. After seeing that Deathstroke, I was kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I had to
too
think,
pretty.
it's like, I had to get that mindset of like Netflix He-Man,
Yeah.
where it's just really different. It's like a brand new take on everybody. But I'm really liking it. I'm excited.
Did you say Netflix He-Man? You mean the Good Kids one or the
The
shit?
Good Kids
Okay,
one,
cool. Just checking.
where Man at Arms is like a teenager,
Yeah.
you know, like just
Just
really
double checking.
Ram Mam.
Ram Mam.
My favourite name ever, baby.
That was great. Yeah, the show is really cool. If you're into like Avatar, Last Airbender, and just anime, I think you'll dig it.
Cool.
I'll definitely give it a shot. What are 20-minute episodes?
20-minute episodes.
Yeah, I'll definitely
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like older audiences, how they're
yeah,
gonna take
sure.
it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not that keen.
Yeah. Well, it's about fun, so you probably won't like it.
That's probably. I'll stick to other fun things.
Okay. All right.
Sailor Moon.
Thank
The
you.
hell was that?
It was Sailor Moon.
So,
Oh,
there
okay.
you
yeah.
go. It's now in my fucking head.
We got episode 3 of Secret Invasion.
AKA Talos and Fury have a lover's spit and they do my girl dirty again.
I don't
See,
think
you're wrong again, Dave.
What?
You balanced out.
Thank you.
I thought this was maybe the weakest episode yet, but it's also the middle episodes.
Yes.
Shortest.
How many, how many
Shortest
episodes
I
is this
think
season?
it's like 6 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
think
it's
so. I
halfway
think
through,
so.
So, totally understand.
Is there more than one season or?
We don't
Just
know yet.
the ones.
Okay.
So far. Well, none of them were designed
Samuel
to
L.
be
Jackson
more
at
than
74?
one season.
Probably not.
Yeah.
The Netflix shows. Nothing was supposed to be. No, Netflix, the Disney Plus shows. Loki even was only, I think, because he got a bit cut short.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
some COVIDiness and let's get this out now because otherwise we won't be for a while.
Damn, it's done before the month's done. 26, yeah, 26 episodes.
It was good. I think the Talos and Nick stuff was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Interesting their relationship and
They
him calling him out on some stuff.
Yeah.
That conversation in the car was sensational.
Yes,
It was
yes.
like, that you've been the bane of my existence. It's like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
What were you before we came here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
everything
excellent.
happened to you was because of us.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah,
The other bit I really liked was like, I didn't go with him because I'm with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yes.
line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really pushing hard, fast as the audience to be like, oh, what's the deal with Nick's wife?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is she good? She not good? What's going on here?
Also,
And then her thing though, where she's like, yeah, I've gone to my old self because you left me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So like, if she is,
Mm.
you're like, well, she made a fair argument.
Yes.
Yeah.
and still just a couple of little things in each episode where you're like, Is he an LMD? Don't think so, but there's just a couple of little sentences or looks. It's like, is Dave right? I don't think he is, but is Dave right?
Them getting the commandant or whatever, like the Navy guy, like that seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, you don't call me Nick on the radio.
Yeah, that's simple, but straight away it's correct. And just even the, like, I found very fascinating that the Skrull was still concerned about the kid.
That was very cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he would have the memories of that guy,
Yeah.
right?
You know, like legit. That was a legit concern, not just. Oh no!
I'm pretending.
Yeah, like that was.
Oh no, my
not
son.
the kid, right?
Yeah.
I was like, that was very interesting. I thought. Yeah, it's good.
Should see some powers next episode, I would imagine, the way they're talking and ramping things up. I don't imagine it'll be all Skrulls because that would cost too much money, but there'll be a few.
Yeah, so I don't know, like the whole council get powers or just
I reckon one of
it'll be
each.
him?
One of each, and then he's got all of them.
If Shooter gets to do something...
What do you mean one of each?
Like one will have like,
Oh, because there's five different
And he'll be the
powers or
Super
whatever.
Skrull.
Yeah.
And he'll be the...
and he'll be the combined one.
Yeah.
Because he's already got it, right? He had
Yes.
Yeah,
Extremis.
100%. He's still got it. Oh, he's got it now.
Yeah.
Well, so she clearly right because
Maybe. Because she's not dead.
Her, right?
She ain't dead.
And that's how she
Yeah.
zapped herself up before.
Yeah.
We just didn't see.
Same as
No, that's it. He just keeps leaving these dead green bodies in the woods.
Yep.
I think it's like...
Pull over.
It's like Spider-Man's webbing. They dissolve after an
Yeah.
hour.
Well, no, because it's in the radioactive area. So
I know.
Still.
but come on.
Radioactive coyotes?
That's a fifth one this week.
My other complaint in during the show, and I get it. It's just cheap. But that all the Skrulls are in their human form in base.
Yeah.
You're like,
There was a line about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To stick to it and
Yeah.
keep to it.
yeah.
Yeah, so their
the
cells are more
warriors.
used to it, so that's
Yeah.
their natural form. It's harder to detect, I guess.
Just-
Yeah.
It's
You're
a
like,
shit
check,
retcon, but-
check.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That line exists because of that,
Yep.
right?
And it's every
That
time,
line
like,
saved us 20 mil for the whole series, thank you. Yeah.
I think it's moving along pretty nicely.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
She better not be dead.
She better be dead.
She better not be.
Okay. All right,
Shit,
so
anyway, she can't act.
film flashback. My film flashback this week.
Liffy.
Liffy. Life for our alien round.
Life, hey. That was good. I liked it.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed
It's a
it.
bit scary, Dylan.
I'm sorry, Dave.
I really enjoyed the thriller aspect of it. I think what I more enjoyed was there was scheduling issues and Ryan Reynolds didn't get the major role. That was the reason he wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm glad.
Which was freaking sensational because...
Who decided Ryan Reynolds is an astronaut
Oh, I
or
don't
smart?
the same person that decided Jake Gyllenhaal was an astronaut and
Hey,
smart.
you leave,
know. An astronaut doctor. I don't believe that.
you leave
Medical officer.
You leave Nightcrawler alone. The good Nightcrawler.
The worst bit, you sort of tipped me off when you about it. So the whole time I'm like, when's he dying? hurry up! He's just
Didn't have to wait
terrible.
very long.
Nah.
Then the dickhead goes
Too
in.
long.
Like, yeah, it was too long. How cool was the creature?
Yeah.
Really
Once it
cool.
hit full potential,
Yeah.
Do you just pretend it's like, yeah, this is Venom, yeah.
It's better Venom, man.
Nah.
I really liked how it started off as a single cell organism because I felt like that's very. I feel like personally, if we find life out there, it'll probably be
Yes.
like this microbe thing.
There's like a deep sleep kind of.
Yeah.
Well, even,
or
like
sentient.
in our solar system, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like on Europa or something in the
Yeah.
water.
I did love before he died. He did have one good line. It was very poorly executed, but he did have a good line where he's talking to his mate, the crippled doctor, saying, "It's not your friend. It's a thing. I'm your mate. I'm your friend. Why are you so entranced with this thing?" And then he got his hand. A couple hours later. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, it was
Because that scene was cool when he gets his hand.
definitely
did
the
like
way it was breaking it, and then it was and then his hand afterwards.
Yeah.
It looked like a scary movie
Yeah.
too.
Well, just that character in general, the whole conversation about his wheelchair and his legs, and he was probably the most interesting character
Definitely.
in the movie by
Definitely.
far.
Oh, yeah, well, because he didn't have a terrible Russian accent.
Yes.
And he's like, leg bit paid off at the end where it was attached and he couldn't
that
tell.
that was one of those
that
that's one of the really good, nice touches in the movie.
Big time.
I did like his kind of little couple lines about how he doesn't hate us. He's just an animal. He's just eating. Like
It's
this-
life.
Yeah.
It's life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's nature.
Nature. I did love the way it worked. It's like, I'll go outside, kill her, come back in. That'll work out perfect. And just the way it was trying to find in through the vents and shit like that. Excellent.
Like I tried looking through, like, did they do anything really stupid? It's like, no, they didn't. Like, I was thinking,
Besides Reynolds opening the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was meant to be in
Of
world
course.
stupid, right?
And
So-
electrocuting it to begin with.
Oh, and the fire.
Because I was thinking, okay, maybe if he fired it and it was away,
You mean
and
starting
then
its
quickly
heart?
get out and close it.
The
That
Russian
was
chick
probably-
should never have jumped to the door.
Yeah.
Her jump should have been away.
Yeah.
Instant. She knows she's gone already and it's on her. And she's the, oh no, we got blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then the movie's over after
Yeah.
40 minutes.
And even, I'm sorry, and my argument's going to be even worse because the movie's going to be over within 5 minutes. When it caught the debris flying through space at fuck knows what speed.
Oh, yeah.
And when it hit and then crashed, like, it didn't catch it. It broke. Oh, we got it. I'm like, you fucking what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the worst bit of the movie.
I'm in for the ride, I guess.
But
They're trying to make it exciting and stuff because otherwise it just would have been this thing.
Yeah, if
No
you're
ideas.
if you're an astronaut in space scientist, you're not doing that bullshit.
No.
Fucking Ryan Reynolds. That's why he's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
But to be fair, if she jumps away,
To be fair.
the Calvin can just jump towards a thing. So you
But
know,
how
like he'll
far-
know. He'll know.
How
and-
far... Well,
You don't
Well,
know.
once you start moving, you won't stop really, because
Yeah, that's right. Because
You're in space.
there's no decay of motion, right? So
Yeah.
it could just push off of her anyway and float towards
Yeah.
the station. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's harping on my favourite thing about space films because shit doesn't fall.
Yeah.
It's just there and spinning. And
It's
it's
not like
going to come back around and fuck you, and we'll get to that point at the end. Because, just constant debris was, a catalyst for a brilliant ending.
I thought like the space station, you could just bye, like parts of it, or did they all put it
Not
all
an old
together so they're
locomotive,
not
dude.
easily?
Because from the outside, it looks very much like the ISS
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
but like inside, it's like sci-fi
Yeah.
ISS. So there was one corridor that looked very much like the actual interior.
Because
of
you'd
it.
think with that lab,
I don't know. Yeah.
that lab, it's like okay, you got like
yeah.
They are different
thread in
modules,
there,
so-
cut that off, shoot into space, see you later.
I was reading some of the things, and what was really interesting was they actually weren't in space. They were on wires.
Oh really?
So they would have saved on the budget.
Shit.
Yeah.
Man, they really fooled me. I thought they.
No, but you have to.
I think it looked great. Them
Yeah.
flying through,
Yeah,
they did a
turning
good job
and
of
all
it.
that, yeah.
But yeah, I still thought they were in space.
I think the first thing I said to them the next day after watching it was like, this movie's what, like 5 years old, mate, at least, maybe more? How come its visual effects look better than everything I've seen this year? Visual effects have got so shit.
Yeah.
So shit.
Yeah, not gonna argue
This
that.
looked...
It looked great.
Yeah.
Everything about even like Calvin looked great.
It's great.
Especially at its main when the
Like,
close
not-
up of the face when it was right in
Not
the,
once did it look like it's crappy CGI. Or something.
No.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
like
at all.
it's like oh,
And
man,
it wasn't
I don't
like a
want the-
big budget
Yeah.
blockbuster film. It just came out with all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Sony, like, B-level, not B-level,
Exactly.
but it's not their
No.
tentpoles.
No, there was no. There's a few stars in it, but yeah.
How about the ending?
Oh
The
man.
ending,
cool.
the end
It's a
for
good
me,
ending,
it made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, yeah, it's a solid movie.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I've seen it, it's Alien.
Yeah, exactly. It is just Alien
Yeah.
with a couple interesting things like
Yeah.
the leg
Alien
thing
meets
and...
the Abyss.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Twilight Zone style ending.
Oh, absolutely,
yeah.
Really, and just her screaming at the end was just
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Good choice, Dill.
Yeah, very good choice.
Scores?
5.
Yeah, with a 5, that's a bit low, right?
Average.
Okay, I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, 7.5. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll probably go 6.
Yeah, I think this 7.
I was entertained.
Yeah.
For me, it's like there wasn't really any plot holes in it. Like all of this is like this could actually happen in real life, and like it's no stupid. It's like a comedy of errors that led to it. You know?
I did like that they did have a plan for all of this.
Yes,
Because usually if
yes.
something goes wrong in a horror movie, it's like, oh no, what do we do? This is all
yeah.
shit. They had a quarantine officer.
Yeah.
They had safety
Firewalls,
things.
yeah.
They knew they were just going to kill everybody worst case.
Yeah,
They knew
contingencies.
that.
They had
Yeah.
contingencies on
Yeah.
contingencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 7, and then Reynolds died early, and 7.5.
David.
Me.
What you got, boy?
So what did you guys think I picked?
Paul. That's my guess. I don't know anybody else
okay.
picked.
I don't care.
I
Just
didn't-
pick
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, so I haven't seen this movie.
So Paul.
Is it called Paul?
No, it's Starship Troopers.
Oh.
You've never seen Starship
I
Troopers?
haven't
What the fuck have
seen
you seen
Starship
Starship
Troopers.
Troopers? Is it out? You're
Never
our age.
seen
What
I'm
the
sorry,
hell?
I
Yeah,
ruined the
I know.
audio for a second.
You've not seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah, I said.
Locker room
Jace.
alone, bro.
Yeah,
Maybe.
As a
That ex-
teenage boy,
That explains a few
Jesus.
things, actually.
Yeah, I told Jason here, it's like the main thing you get is like, I can't believe you haven't seen that movie. That is your main reaction.
Oh my
Good
god.
choice.
I'm just going to rate it now.
10 out of 10.
So, am I gonna get a punch?
No.
No.
I love this movie.
Maybe punch for not seeing it yet.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Finish strong.
Fuck. Such a good movie, man.
That's going to be so good on the projector. Fuck yeah.
We've seen this movie so many times. So good. Good job, Dave.
I haven't watched it for a while though.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm due.
Should have been called Machine Guns vs. Aliens, but yes.
I think it's the last time I saw it was when I showed Steph. Steph hadn't seen it.
Yep.
I don't
You're
think.
going to love the football game.
So, from what I gather from the internet,
Oh, the hit. He's just spinning.
basically it's like this young couple, like graduate early, take a joyride in a spaceship, hit an asteroid, and then makes the asteroid's trajectory go into Earth, which
Yeah.
gives Earth reason to invade aliens for their oil.
No.
With Doogie
Yeah.
Howser.
You know what
With,
Starship Troopers
Yeah.
is?
with Doogie Howser, yes.
Yeah. That's
So
what
yeah,
it
it's
is.
based on a Robert Heinlein book,
Yes.
very loosely.
Very loosely.
It's more Paul Verhoeven doing his own satire.
Yeah.
He's satirized, and it's so good.
The
Teacher.
novel.
Oh, sorry, go.
The novel was like, I think popularized the idea of power armor.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
there's a big suit you get in, and it's got a reactor on it, like Iron Man kind of thing. Very.
But there's also
The
a
alien?
big section in the book where he goes through officer training. And Jesus Christ, this book is okay, but the movie is so much better than the book. Anyway, good choice, Dave.
Yeah,
the
Yes,
movie's great.
it's awesome.
That's cool.
All right.
What is it on?
Trust me, bro.
It's on
all
something.
right.
I'm sure it's on something. Is it Disney?
I
Didn't
didn't
he?
check.
I feel like I've
Yeah,
seen
it
it on
might
Disney.
be, yeah. Fox.
Michael Ironside is his best.
Yes.
Oh!
By far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for joining us this week. Like,
Disney.
comment, subscribe. Give us a review. We'll be back next week with some more quality content.
Dizzy Flores.
Oh.
See ya!
Yeah.